I'm just proud of the rookie group as a whole. I think that this is one of the best rookie groups I've been around in terms of their attention to detail, their study habits. They're doing things that 6, 7, 8-year veterans do before and after practice. I've just been really impressed with this rookie group as a whole.
Obviously, we got a physical DB in JC and Mike Jack, so it's a blessing. I know he's going to do everything in his power to make sure that I'm ready for anything that gets thrown at me this year. So, and I'm going to try my best to make sure that, I can make him a better player. But
Dave Canales and the Carolina Panthers are doing things that I know and truly believe that the NFL, they're not going to truly get until probably week 4 or 5. I'm just going to talk about me, and I know most of the Panthers fans will agree. I just love to see Bryce Young play because he plays with a certain aggressive anticipation. A lot of the times with his throws, I am so perplexed on the simple fact, truly, that ball could have only gone to that specific location for it to be completed. Like, that's the only place where that ball could have possibly been in order for that completion to happen. And the player that really, in my opinion, highlights the greatness of Bryce Young, far none, it is Adam Thielen. And he did have a shorter season last year, but the season before last, he was a 1,000-yard receiver, over 100 receptions. But if you even look at the receptions that Adam Thielen gets, it works out so beautifully because of the short area of quickness of Adam Thielen at his old age, with his savviness, his experience, his veteran tricks up his sleeve, matched perfectly with the anticipation and aggressiveness of Bryce Young and the pinpoint accuracy of Bryce Young. Adam Thielen is able to have 1,000-yard receiving seasons along with 100 plus catching along with 100 reception seasons as well. Like, it makes a lot of sense. And so that's one thing that I believe Dave Canales, as you can say, like, really helped with Bryce, because you get with Bryce as a smaller quarterback is if he is going to fear the contact of these huge defensive linemen. I can say the reason why I'm still banking on Bryce Young being a legitimate threat in this league is because Sam Darnold, who is a big quarterback, 6'3 guy, 6'4 guy, he got a notion of seeing ghosts. Like, he had this whole thing about he had to see ghosts. Like, he was clearly afraid because no one could protect him. He's afraid of these defensive linemen in front of him. Bryce Young, for as short as he is, you have scouts, you have analysts, you have sports media heads out there. For all the ones that hate Bryce Young, you'll never hear any of them say anything about him being scared or fearful or he's, showing any type of cowardice in the quarterback position. I'm pretty sure to all the Bryce haters, they have to conclude on a consensus that he's actually very freaking tough, and then he just gets up, he goes about his business. Now, of course, there is the threat of him getting hurt, but for the most part, the kid's pretty durable, in my personal opinion. And so the athletes are entering the building. You guys have T-Mac. We already know what he is. Out of Arizona, big, strong, fast, aggressive, has amazing 50-50 ball ability. He is going to have immediate impact alongside Xavier Legette and, of course, Adam Thielen in the building. And then a player entered the limelight. And when you guys enter training camp, this is going to be a guy that you guys hear so much about. Even more so is going to be Jimmy Horn Jr. He's going to take the cake. He's going to have that Tank Dell pedigree of respect in the league, that name. By the time it is week 10, every NFL fan that is in a fantasy football league will know the name Jimmy Horn Jr. I believe if Jimmy Horn Jr. can do a sliver of what Adam Thielen can do, and we know Adam Thielen is going to be the type of guy that's going to bring Jimmy Horn Jr. along with T-Mac as well, and he's still mentoring Xavier Legette. We know all that, to where if Jimmy Horn can show off that short area quickness, that explosive speed, that incredible his durability, to where at the end of the day, I would just like to bank on, okay, Jimmy Horn Jr. just won't get hurt. Because the talent is there and the ability to get open, it is there. It did not look as beautiful and as great at Colorado. I don't know why. I don't know how it did not. I do believe, though, that there are going to be a lot of wide receivers out of that Colorado group that is not Travis Hunter, that the NFL will know their names, and Jimmy Horn Jr. is one of those guys. But even all of that being said, and we know if the Carolina Panthers are going to have any type of success in 2025, the defense has to be hitting on all cylinders, or not even all cylinders, just hit on a cylinder. Hit on one of them, right? Consistently. The defense has to be hitting at a full clip. This has to be a full team effort. The Panthers have a weapon that I have not really dove into yet, that I really haven't even begun to really mention whatsoever. And this weapon is a player that I always knew he was gifted, even coming out of college. But I would hope that you would all agree, even though you're happy about it, you would never expect Chuba Hubbard to have a season of 250 carries, 1,100 yards, averaging 4.8 yards per carry with 10 touchdowns, 8th in the league in those 10 touchdowns. I don't know if any of you would have predicted that going into the 2024 season. He was at 3.5 yards per carry after contact, which was 3rd best in the league. Chuba Hubbard also had 49 missed tackles for the season, which was 7th in the league. And per PFF, he had a rushing grade of 86.3, which was 9th in the league. So Chuba Hubbard, right, the run game is also going to be a monumental part of the success of the Carolina Panthers, which is everything. Wouldn't it suck for Bryce Young to be talented? Wouldn't it suck for Bryce Young to have an offensive line, to have even receivers, to have a tight end that's gifted but has no running game? You guys have that. So that's why I'm just seeing as a full circle agenda. We know the coaching staff is right. I know Dave Canales is not an idiot. I know Dave Canales is not an egomaniac. That's how I know Bryce Young is going to work. You guys hear me? Bryce Young is going to work because I know Dave Canales is not a guy that's going to be like, no, I can make this work. Bryce Young's my guy. I can make this work my way. No, hell no. Dave Canales is a guy that's saying, yeah, no, he's talented. He was the #1 overall pick. He's a Heisman Trophy. He has a lot of accolades in college and in high school. He's here for a reason. And this is also probably going to be one of the more talented quarterbacks that I'll ever have to work with. I'm going to make it work. So he's bringing in these weapons from Arizona. He's bringing in these weapons from South Carolina. He's bringing in a weapon from Colorado. He has a weapon in Chuba Hubbard. He's bringing everything together in Dave Canales. He's bringing everything that needs to happen for a successful season. He's bringing it all together. And so I just hope it stays consistent defensively, and the culture is going to be competition. We know the energy and the culture week to week is going to be okay. It does not matter about the win or the loss. We got to compete. Dave Canales is a competitor. We can see it with his track record of successes. I believe in this team because of him. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest now. Dave Canales is the reason why I believe the Carolina Panthers are going to be great. And I like Bryce. I like the players. And defensively, the rookies that you guys just got, I love a lot of them. But at the end of the day, if I had Dave Canales as my head coach for my team in the Bengals, bro, and I like Zach Taylor, it's not saying I would love it more, but I'm still happy. I love Zach Taylor, but I'm still happy. Like, I'm still comfortable because I know my team is in good hands, if that makes sense. So Carolina Panthers, let me know what you think in the comments. Jimmy Horn Jr., Bryce Young, this season, Dave Canales, let me know what you think.